Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. PNL Patreon family birthday shout out to that man on your screen. His name is Stephen Smart. Sir Smart, today is your day. Your wife Annie and the rest of the family, they're asking us to big you up. We know that Annie is gonna ensure that you have a wonderful birthday today, and you, sir, may you live to see a whole heap more. So this is our third video for today. In this video, we are gonna be giving you stories from Western Jamaica. You're gonna want to listen to the very end. First up, early yesterday morning, Thursday, May 11, some minutes to 5 o'clock. Members of CTAC, and CTAC is the acronym for Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They carried out a raid at Lily Crescent in the Whitehall area of Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. They were armed with a search warrant, and their target is a man who they claim is a big-time chopper. His name is Dec Evans, but he's popularly known as LUNAR. He's the promoter for many events that are held in Negril. His house was searched, and the police, they are saying that they found 10,000 United States dollars in cash. They are also saying that they found a quantity of bank cards, deposit slips, and other items. As a result, he was taken into police custody, and he has been charged for 1. Possession of criminal property, and 2. Possession of access device. So he'll be going to the courts shortly to face a judge. In this next story, I carried a story on Monday, May 1. It was about an incident that took place earlier in the morning, about 3 o'clock. I told you that a 32-year-old man, he had just reached home. He's living across from the Texaco gas station in Negril, and this man, as he was entering his house, a motorcycle rode up with 2 hoodlums aboard. We are told that these 2 hoodlums are known to the man. The pillion, he jumped off the bike with a gun in his hand, and he opened gunfire at that man, hitting him on his left hand. The shooter, he then jumped back onto the bike, and he and his crony, they made good their escape. The man who was shot, he was rushed to hospital where he was treated and admitted. Like I told you before, that man who was shot, he knew his attackers, so he was able to identify them by names, and the names were given to the police. One of his alleged attackers, he was on bail for gun-related charges, and he was reported on condition of bail. Write down this name. Yeah man, write down the name. It's spelled Rojay Byrd. 2 different words. The name is Rojay Byrd. Now, when this video is finished, type in Rojay Byrd on YouTube and you will find him. I carried about 3 or 4 stories about Rojay Byrd already. The last story I carried was when I spoke to his mother and his ex-girlfriend. I also carried a story when I spoke with Rojay's current girlfriend. Ensure that at the end of the stories, you check him out. On Wednesday, May 10, Rojay Byrd, he went to report on condition of his bail at the Negril police station, and he was taken into police custody. He has since been charged for 1. Wounding with intent, 2. Possession of prohibited weapon, and 3. Using a firearm to commit a felony. The allegations are that Rojay Byrd, he was the hoodlum who fired the shots, and he'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next incident, we are learning that a 67-year-old taxi driver and a passenger in the car, he's about 30 years old. They were shot and seriously wounded last night. Thursday, May 11, about 9 o'clock. They were shot on Cottage Road in Montego Bay. We are told that this shooting is another act of reprisal in the ongoing conflict in the Mount Salem area. We are told that the taxi driver, he is related to someone who is involved in the conflict. Do you see what is happening? Family members are now being targeted. So you see, right here now, no family member no safe. The mayhem. Now, this next incident, it took place last night, Thursday, May 11, about some minutes after 7 o'clock. It took place at Kevaughn district in the Dumfries area of St. James. If you have been following, remember that there was a double murder in the same district Wednesday morning. I carried that story yesterday. Well, we are told that this latest incident is a continuation of that incident. That man on your screen, his name is Trevaughn Stoddart. He is 29 years old. Trevaughn, he's originally from Smithfield in the parish of Westmoreland, but for a while now, he has been living at Kevaughn district in Dumfries. We are told that the police, acting on intelligence received, they went to a house in the area where they saw Trevaughn. He was lying in a pool of blood at the side of a house. He had multiple machete wounds all over his body. We are told that hoodlums, them back him throat. You know what back him throat mean? You don't? Alright, watch the comment section because somebody's gonna explain what it means to back somebody's throat. We are also told that Trevaughn's left hand was completely taken off. We are told that the hoodlums, they dealt with Trevaughn wicked. Trevaughn died on the spot. The mayhem. Now, over in the parish of Trelawney, we are told that a guy who broke into the Palmer's funeral home at Moorfield in the parish of Trelawney last night, May 11, about 11 o'clock, he was given justice in the jungle. I'm still gathering the details, but it is said that the guy, he entered the funeral home by breaking out a glass window. He was cornered by some members of the community. We are told that he ran onto a nearby football field, but he was chased. We are told that he received knife wounds all over his body. He died on the spot. Now, if and when we get further details as to who this man is, plus anything else, I will certainly be updating this story. But still in the parish of Trelawney, we are learning that last night, Thursday, May 11, a team of police officers, armed with a search warrant, they went to a house at Water Lane in Falmouth. They went in search of a hoodlum. There he is on your screen. His name is Denoby Prichard, but he's popularly known as Rifle. We are told that the police, they entered the house and Rifle, he allegedly pointed an illegal gun at them. The police are saying that they took evasive action and opened gunfire at Rifle. Rifle fell and the police, they are saying that he was found clutching a Glock 19 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with an extended magazine containing 33 9mm cartridges. The police searched the room and found another magazine which was on the bed under a pillow. That magazine contained 15 9mm cartridges. An ammunition box was also found on a dresser in the room, and that ammunition box contained an additional 29 9mm cartridges. So wait there. That's 29 plus 15 plus 33. How much that? That's 77. So it looked like Rifle did a prepare for war. And see there, Rifle had 77 rounds and not even get to squeeze off one. So what's the use? What's the use? The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to do it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. In the final story for today, but before that, we are learning that a man, he was shot and killed at Hopewell in the parish of Anova, broad daylight today. I am working on the details, and in a subsequent video, I'll be giving you the information. Stand by for that. So in the final story for today, listen to this one. That man on your screen, his name is Junior Douglas, but he was popularly known as AcroMan. He is 45 years old. It is said that AcroMan, he operated a little shop at Causeway in Grange Hill in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that AcroMan, he has a friend that is living overseas. AcroMan wanted a bike, but he couldn't afford it, so he asked his friend who is living overseas to buy the bike for him. AcroMan, he promised his friend that he would be paying him on a weekly basis. The friend bought AcroMan a blue Cabra motorcycle, and AcroMan, he was supposed to use it to run bike taxi and pay his friend 5,000 Jamaican dollars weekly. We are told that AcroMan, he paid for a while, but he then stopped. This caused some amount of tension with AcroMan and the man's family in Grange Hill. We are learning that 2 months ago. One night, the bike was stolen. AcroMan, he had a suspicion as to who might have stolen the bike. Listen this now. Listen carefully. You remember that yesterday, I carried a story about a guy named Oray Bailey. He is 35 years old, and I told her that he was living at Fullerswood in the parish of St. Elizabeth. Well, what we are learning is that Oray, he didn't stay one place too long because Oray was a hoodlum and he had to be moving around. Oray, he was killed in a traffic accident along the White House main road Wednesday night. He was riding a blue Cabra motorcycle when he met in the accident. So, let me see if you were paying attention. What kind of bike did I say Oray was riding? Yeah, man. A blue Cabra motorcycle. Now, what kind of bike did I say was stolen from AcroMan about 2 months ago? You are correct. A blue Cabra motorcycle. So, you get the picture? That bike that Oray was riding, it was the same bike that was stolen from AcroMan. And AcroMan, he had suspected all along that it was Oray who had stolen the bike. So, we are learning that AcroMan, and hearing the news that Oray was killed in accident Wednesday night, it is said that he made some remarks, and those remarks were not pleasant. It is said that some of Oray's friends, they were saying that AcroMan, he was rejoicing. Some of them, they even went as far as to say it was AcroMan who worked Obia and Oray, causing him to die in the accident. Don't laugh, this serious. Yeah, man, very serious. As a result, AcroMan was marked for death. Well, last night, Thursday, May 11, about some minutes to 9 o'clock, AcroMan, he was standing at the entrance of his 2-bedroom board house when a motorcycle with a lone hoodlum rode up and stopped. The hoodlum, he jumped off the bike and opened gunfire at AcroMan. AcroMan, he ran into his house, but the hoodlum, he fired a barrage of gunshots at him. The hoodlum, he then jumped back onto the bike and made good his escape. The police were called, and when they inspected AcroMan, he had received gunshot wounds to his head, his neck, his chest, and his left hand. AcroMan, he died on the spot. Now, when this crime scene was processed, a number of 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals shine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the